drinking water. Oh, he's drinking water. Good boy. Keep it up. You need your water. Oh. I'm so happy. It is 2 minutes to 5 in the morning. Oh, TabbyBoy's drinking some water. Good boy. I've had a candle burning for the past 2 hours or so, I guess. I got some kind of healing music for cats video playing on my TV. I lowered it now though when I saw that he was drinking so that I wouldn't get a copyright thing on this video, since I think this is something I might actually post. I've been doing some filming, a lot of filming, but unless I actually get to a point where I can edit that it would seem exploitative, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to get judgment about the kind of medical care I've been able to afford to give him. We're doing the best that we can. It's not like I had a diabetic cat. My mom was working at the Trump Taj Mahal Casino at the time. This is just before my father got sick, so it was a different financial situation at the time. I became my father's caregiver. I had a cat that had diabetes, and you give them insulin injections every 12 hours, no big deal. He needed the feline insulin, which of course cost more than the human insulin, but very easy to give a cat a shot. And he lived to be 16 years old. His name was Hobbs. And I found TabbyBoy's kitten 4 months after Hobbs died. So now my mom's saying that she considers, when I was telling her that, asserting that TabbyBoy is my cat, she says technically TabbyBoy is my father's cat. Of course I said, Dad's been dead 13 years. I don't want to waste time and energy on petting this. I just want my cat to get better. And, yeah. Oh. Well, I guess this might be a video I post for Saturday. I don't know. I just don't know. TabbyBoy, how you doing, sweetheart? Want to drink any more of that water? Drinking water is good for you. Yeah. Good, clean, fresh water. I mean, as fresh as an hour ago. I'm trying, my nose is running, and I'm really trying not to drip on the screen. The screen has so many breaks in it. Any kind of moisture really screw it up, and especially now that I'm doing some very important filming, I can't afford to make it malfunction, because when the screen gets wet, when it's broken like this, it can be wonky for a couple days at a time. You know, I'm also getting close to using up the space that's on its memory card. So, that's another, I guess, good reason why my videos have been so short. You know, no need to take up more time than necessary and use up all my filming space. I haven't gotten another thing to create content with, and right now that's kind of not important. You know, it's funny how you get a health crisis with your pet, and it just really puts things in perspective. You know, I've been beating myself over the head that I hadn't taken any of my musical instruments to go and get serviced at the music store, but I'm also, what I really feel guilty about is that I'm sure I could have gotten him that dry food earlier, and I wonder if it would have made a difference. But then again, look how cats who eat mostly dry food see wet food as a real treat. And I have lots of bags of Temptations treats, and they really do live up to their name. So I don't feel like I was really depriving him. I just was giving him, instead of having him eat the same old boring thing all the time, I was giving him lots of meat scraps and things, and I made sure that the meat didn't have a bunch of salt and seasonings. I rinsed things off. I didn't give anything. I never gave him anything that wasn't good for him. Even though my mother insisted that things like pork were too rich and not good for cats, but I don't see that pork is bad for them, and not all pork is rich and fatty. Come on, we all know. Who hasn't had a dry pork chop, or it's all any meat can be dry or it can be fatty depending on, you know, what it is. And but I gave him some of that canned pork, which is fatty and does have some salt in it. But just, you know, add some water to it. It smells real good when you open it up, and I think it's a good thing to occasionally give a cat if you don't have a whole lot of cans of cat food. And I would think it would give them a similar kind of appeal. You know? And if you boil it on the stove for a while, it looks less fatty because the solid fat liquefies, and it makes like a clear gravy. Whenever I gave TabbyBoy the pork like that, he would lick off the liquid first before eating it. So, you gonna drink any more water, sweetheart? Oh, baby cat. I love you so much. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. I love you so much. I can't help but thinking, oh, if I'd done some things differently, I would be able to afford to get him cared for earlier. Like if I'd been able to get that school bus and start work on it, and, you know, I am really convinced that I would have been able to get him taken care of better. I would have had more resources, and I would have had ways to get him to the vet. And yeah, my baby.